Oh, husky pups, Miss Batone did not tell me how hot it was going to be here on our first adventure. So while I go refill my water bottle up, I want you to sit back and enjoy the informational writing strategies for this week. Our first standards, 3.W2. Write informative, explanatory text to explore a topic and convey ideas and information clearly. Our second standard for the week, 3W2A, include illustrations when useful for aiding comprehension. And our third standard, 3W2B, develop a topic with facts, definitions, and details. And remember, ecosystems is also known as biomes. Our first standard, when we want to explore a topic and convey the ideas, we can do it through main idea and supporting details. An informational text gives facts about a nonfiction topic. The purpose is to provide information to educate the readers about a subject. But dry facts can be boring. You need to write an introduction that will pique their interest and to make them want to read more. A common mistake is to give all that information up front in the introduction. This discourages the reader from reading the rest of the text because they won't learn anything new. Your introduction should introduce the topic, grab their attention, and give them a glimpse of what they will learn next. Now, yesterday we worked on a strategy by hooking that reader. We did that through asking a question. We looked at an example of a hook. The first part of the writing is your hook question, followed by your answer to that question. And then you want to tell the readers what they will learn. Miss Batone read to you the story today. What do you find on a Saguaro cactus? What a great hook. You have to read the book to find out. And they didn't give you the answer on the very next page, though. You have to read the entire book. They did ask another question. What is a desert? Deserts are dry areas with very little rainfall. Deserts are normally very hot during the day and cold at night. Even though they can be a hard place to live, many plants and animals find special ways to stay alive. So they asked the question, they answered the question, and then they told the reader, you're going to learn about the many plants and animals to find special ways to stay alive. There was other information on that page, but we're going to talk about that in a moment. Right now, I want you to think about the book Miss Batone read to you today about the desert ecosystem. What hook question could you come up with after listening to that book? Go back and listen to the story or reread that book on Epic and write down that question that you could ask to hook the reader. Then I want you to answer the question. And finally, tell the reader what they'll learn about in the paragraph. So again, write your question, answer your question, and tell the reader what they will learn. An informational text gives facts about a nonfiction topic, as well as having text. The article might also have photographs, diagrams, charts, maps, captions, or even 3D models. After you finish writing your article, just like you did on the previous slide, it's good to go back and assess. Could you add anything to make it more interesting? A common mistake is forgetting those important features. Features like maps, diagrams can help your reader understand your text by providing further relevant information. For example, a map can help readers locate exactly where the event occurred or where the information is taking place. What is the desert? Well, they gave the definition, but they wanted the reader to make sure they knew exactly where this desert was. So they put a map, then they enlarged it so you could see exactly where. That follows our standard. Include illustrations when useful for aiding comprehension. Now, sometimes you're going to have more facts and definitions and details in your illustrations. Over here, you have the food chain, and they did it with the illustrations of showing where the arrows would go in the food chain. They also labeled this area that helps the reader with the information. Again, include illustrations when useful for aiding comprehension. That can be done through photographs or drawings, boys and girls. But I also want you to notice on this page, they have words in bold: survive, energy, and shelter. When you see words in bold, it usually suggests that you could find it in a glossary or a word to know page. Then I want you to think about something else on this page. Here they have, what do you think? You can also ask a question to pique their interest right here. Read the question and see if you can come up with the answer. Both of these standards, 3.W2A and 3.W2B, have been included in the book that you heard today. Words to know, sometimes also known as a glossary. Again, you have these vocabulary words that will help your reader with understanding the information, which leads us to your next writing. Think about the book Miss Batone read to you today about the desert ecosystem. What drawing or illustration could you come up with after listening to the book? Go back and listen to the story or reread the story on Epic and write down 2 new desert ecosystem vocabulary words. Be sure to include their definitions. So 1, you're going to draw something you learned today, illustrate it, make a chart, make a map. Write down 2 words and their definitions about the desert ecosystem. And I want you to be sure that you find how both the reading and the writing standard go hand in hand. In the reading, we're talking about the main idea of the text and the supporting details. Today, again, we practice putting a hook. That is our main idea with our supporting details. But to help our reader, today you're going to be asked to use vocabulary words, making sure that you have the facts and definitions and details included. And last but not least, my favorite is having the illustrations, maps, photographs to help you with your information. I hope, boys and girls, that you enjoy writing the information today with us. I'm going to, now that I'm refreshed, continue on with exploring the desert. Have fun writing. Be sure to upload them so that we can see